back here again. Why is it that we find things difficult? As human beings, navigating and experiencing the world, you'd think that we'd evolve to learn to experience it as it is, but we don't. Firstly, simple question, what is difficult? What does it mean? We all know of things that we find difficult: calculus, thermodynamics, Jenga. But what does it mean to be universally difficult? Particularly with matters regarding human nature, we think of philosophy as a thing that deals with such questions as why are we evil, or why doesn't so-and-so love me? But really, these are just biological questions. These might not give satisfactory answers about things to do with love or consciousness or the way that music makes you feel, but they can fundamentally be reduced to biological questions. So, when we find things difficult, it's simply our brains failing to comprehend certain activities or ideas around us. The truth is, as organisms, we don't need to interpret the world exactly how it is in order to survive. What we've got seems to be good enough. For example, the ability to see things on a very, very small or a very, very large scale. Until a couple of 100 years ago, we didn't even know about things like bacteria that cause disease, or hormones that change mood, or the fact that we're constituted by DNA. Nevertheless, these things do exist and they dictate everything about us. We don't need to know about them for them to work. Grab a handful of sand and look at it close up. You can see each grain with clarity. But from just a few feet away, it looks like a mass of yellow. It could be anything, it could be custard or cinnamon. You can't tell from that distance, only a small distance away. Take that same grain of sand and go even smaller. The width of a human hair is 0.1 millimeters thick. 20 times smaller than that is the width of a red blood cell. 60 times smaller than that is the HIV virus. That's not even anywhere near the smallest thing we know of. HIV is 90 nanometers. DNA is 3 nanometers. That's 0.000000003 of a meter. That's 9 zeros. And in a strand of DNA, there's hundreds of millions of atoms. Now, I don't know about you, but I got lost at red blood cell. It's because, as humans, we aren't used to visualizing such expansive numbers. We don't need to. Millions and billions and trillions and gazillions. If you try and think of 40 cupcakes, that's fairly easy in your head to think of. But if I say think of 40 million cupcakes, it gets a bit harder. You just think of a mound, a big pile of the mountain towering above you with cupcakes toppling from the top. You can't really visualize what it would be like, let alone gazillions. And yet we keep discovering more. We live in exciting times. Computers, phones, internet all contribute to a concerted and concentrated effort to the progression of knowledge. What this means is that we're getting better and better at utilising what nature has given us. The internet provides us, amongst other things like cats doing karaoke or people tweeting about their lawnmower or their ceiling or whatever, with ways to get jobs, source music, meet friends. Most importantly, people can now educate themselves for free on anything. You can ask the internet anything and it will give you a multitude of answers.
How much goose fat can you eat without dying? What was Lenin's favourite museum?
But the internet is new, really new, and it's causing big changes all over the world. We're only just getting started. Strictly speaking, philosophically, there's no way we can prove any objective reality apart from a priori truths. But as a realist, I kind of want to believe that we can answer any sort of coherent question that we can pose to science. I think we can answer all of them in time. We don't know how deep the boundaries of our perception go or how much there is to know. It's going to be fun finding out though.